Two breaking Steelers stories have caught fans off guard and reignited debates that never seem to die in Pittsburgh. On one side, a legendary figure keeps stacking wins but still faces constant doubts. And now an ESPN analyst has had enough and called it out. On the other, a key wide receiver expected to step up is now sidelined, leaving more questions than answers. There's drama, heavy criticism, and a sense of urgency in the air. Let's jump into the first story that hit the pride of Steelers Nation. Mike Tomlin might be stacking wins like usual, but apparently, some folks still need a wake-up call when it comes to giving the man his flowers. ESPN's Evan Cohen had enough of the low-key disrespect and decided to air it out on unsportsmanlike, calling out Steelers fans, and really NFL fans in general, for sleeping on one of the most consistent coaches the league has ever seen. Tomlin's got the Steelers sitting at 3-1 right now, and yet the whispers about his job security haven't completely disappeared. That's been the weird trend the past few years. He racks up winning seasons, 17 straight by the way. But people keep asking if he's done enough. Cohen basically said, "Hold on a second. Let's look around the division before we start judging." He pointed straight at the Ravens, who've stumbled out of the gate this year, and asked why more people aren't flipping that conversation into praising Tomlin. He's been handed busted rosters, a carousel of questionable quarterbacks ever since Big Ben walked away, and still, winning record after winning record. Meanwhile, John Harbaugh's got Lamar Jackson and can't seem to get over the hump either. Cohen's point? If you're going to critique Harbaugh, at least acknowledge that Tomlin's doing more with less, and doing it better. Sure, both coaches have had their struggles in the postseason, and yeah, that's where legacies really cement themselves. But with the way things are shaping up this year, Pittsburgh actually looks like the better bet to get back to the dance and maybe make some noise. The AFC North is chaotic, the Bengals are a mess, and the Steelers keep chugging along while teams like the Bills are finally taking some L's. So yeah, Mike Tomlin might not have the flashiest squad, and no, he hasn't made a Super Bowl run in over a decade. But he's consistently putting his team in position to be there. And that, according to Cohen, is more than enough reason to stop questioning the guy and start appreciating what we're watching. And if that first story already stirred the pot, the second one just dropped. And it brings even more concern for Pittsburgh's offense. The Steelers were hoping the bye week would bring some clarity, or at least some optimism, about Calvin Austin III's injury. Instead, what they got was a whole lot of uncertainty, and one very downbeat wide receiver. Austin, who went down in Week 4 with an upper body issue during Pittsburgh's win over the Vikings, met with reporters recently, and let's just say, his vibe wasn't exactly reassuring. When asked about a potential return timeline, he didn't sugarcoat it. He's got no idea. "Just taking it one day at a time," he said, adding that he's leaving everything in the hands of the medical staff and Coach Tomlin. Translation? He's just as in the dark as everyone else. As for whether he's heading to injured reserve, Austin had no clue. "Oh yeah, I have no idea about that," he admitted. So for now, the Steelers are in limbo with a key weapon on offense, and the wide receiver room is looking mighty thin. Let's be real. The moment George Pickens got shipped off to Dallas, people were already yelling for another wideout. Calvin Austin was supposed to be that guy, the spark, the speedster, the deep threat to stretch the field. And now, he's sidelined, and Pittsburgh's WR2 situation looks like a scratch-off ticket with nothing but duds. With DK Metcalf drawing all the attention and double teams, the rest of the receiving core has been cobbled together from the island of misfit toys. Scotty Miller and Ben Skowronek have been solid special teamers, but being asked to step into legitimate offensive roles? That's a tough ask. Roman Wilson is still green, and the practice squad backups like Keshawn Williams and Isaiah Hodgins aren't exactly striking fear into anyone. So what now? The trade deadline's creeping up fast, and the front office has to decide. Roll with what they've got and pray for a quick recovery from Austin, or swing a deal and bring in someone who can actually move the chains. Judging by Austin's tone, banking on him to be back soon doesn't seem like the safest bet. Tomlin keeps silencing critics with wins, but the offense is running out of options. With Calvin Austin out indefinitely, the front office needs to act fast. If you're a Steelers fan, hit that subscribe button and don't miss what's coming next.